right, Cyril, this is it.
This is what?
Where we separate the boys from the Gladesmen.
What do you mean?
Well, this is where you and I get off the boat into the Gator's habitat.
My name is Cyril Chauquet, and I spend my life traveling in the wildest areas of the world, chasing monster fish.
You don't want to fall overboard here.
Dad.
They'll eat you.
In North America, there are few places more wild than the Everglades.
Welcome to the promised land.
In the far south of the United States, this vast wetland is more than 80 times the size of Manhattan. Almost 2,000 square miles of rivers, lakes, and mangrove forests, teeming with wildlife and dangerous predators.
There's 4 alligators right in front of us.
Oh, there he is. Watch out.
This is a bad fish.
I've fished the edges of the Everglades before, but I've never explored the interior of this huge no man's land. There are all kinds of wild and dangerous animals here.
We got a big one.
It's big enough to kill. Get the body. Move forward. Yeah.
And some, like the vicious snakehead, are invasive predators that threaten to take over the Everglades. I want to discover the secrets of this mysterious world where few venture, and then work my way to the edge of the Everglades on the Gulf of Mexico to catch the ultimate predator.
Oh yeah, big bull.
A huge bull shark.
Oh yeah, look at the shark. Oh yeah.
I'm starting my trip on Florida's east coast, at the edge of the Everglades, or the Glades, as they say here. Then, I'll travel to the heart of this immense wilderness, and finally, to the west coast, and the frontier of the Gulf of Mexico, where the water is teeming with sharks.
All right, I'm on my way to the Everglades to see what kind of monster fish I can catch over there. But let me tell you, this place is wild. It's pretty dangerous. You just don't want to just venture into the Everglades on your own, not knowing where you're going. That's why I'm meeting with some guys that really know the Everglades like the back of their hands. We call them the Gladesmen.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Nate.
You made it.
How you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy.
Welcome to the Everglades.
Corey, Cyril. Trey? Cyril. Nice to meet you, man.
I just got here, and already I spot a snake.
Man, this thing moves.
It's a yellow rat.
But before I get to go fishing, these guys have planned a little challenge for me.
He wants us to take us to our secret places, right?
Yeah, we need to give it a test.
Before we take you to our stuff, man, you're gonna have to man up a little bit. To be able to protect our ecosystem we have out here, I mean, you gotta do your part.
So many invasive species that flourish here, really, you know?
It's great to see how they care for their environment. Before showing me their fishing spots, they want me to catch 2 invasive species that are threatening the Glades.
Snakes, and they're ecosystem destroyers.
One is a fish with a really bad reputation, the snakehead.
They wipe out everything in the ecosystem that they are until it eventually becomes the point that the only reason they even survive is by eating each other. I mean, this is a bad fish. They'll even eat baby alligators.
Yeah, they all swallow them up.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh, yeah.
But the first invader on their list is not a fish.
We should go get them catch a python.
Lazy
python?
stuff.
Really?
Yeah. They're really hurting the fur-bearing population of animals down here in South Florida.
So that's really what you guys want me to do, right?
You want to go to secret spots? This is the
Why not?
You gotta
You know,
jump
I
to.
guess. All right. Looks like these guys are gonna make me work for it. Python. Why not?
So I don't know if that car of yours is gonna make it. We gonna have to jump on the airboat or the.
I was looking at this thing, man. What is that thing?
That's a swamp buggy.
Can you drive this thing on the road?
The tires like that, what's gonna stop you?
Yeah, what? The cops, maybe. Drive right over. Man, you got some horsepower on this thing, huh?
It's about 410 horse.
Here we go. We head out to catch a python with James and his daughter. Let me tell you, the Everglades is really one of the wildest places in the world. Besides the Gladesmen, not that many people venture out here. This place is crawling with poisonous snakes, massive alligators, and huge invasive pythons, which grow longer than 16 feet and are powerful enough to take on an alligator.
Man, this is a great way to discover the Everglades. Look how vast it is, how beautiful it is.
I think we're coming up to that spot where me and Corey saw those pythons a couple weeks ago.
James is the smart one. Huh? You got it, man. You stay on top.
See you guys.
So are you sure the flip-flops would be the most appropriate shoes for here?
What we're used to.
Yeah, I see that.
Keep looking through the brush here.
You know, I was reading a little bit on python. There's been several attacks. The good thing is that none of the victims died. But the bad thing is that none of those victims ever saw the snake before it attacked.
After hours of searching,
We got the big one. Holy, this thing is big.
I'll try and get right behind the neck, and then have everybody get the body, because this thing's big enough to wrap me, and if it gets me, it's big enough to kill a human.
Really?
This can kill a full-grown man.
There's a big one here.
Before I can even get ready, Trey lunges towards the animal.
I think so. Get the body. Get the body. Move it forward. Yeah. I got my face in your spot, though. You're welcome.
We've only just managed to control the snake, and already there's a small problem.
Where's our bag? Do we have a bag?
You didn't bring the bag?
You're gonna use my boxers.
Oh, we need something to hold a big snake.
Luckily, Nate finds the bag quickly.
We're not gonna kill him. We don't do that. The biologists decide what happens with the snake. How big do you think he is? That's the biggest one we got.
Really?
Yeah, we haven't gotten one that's this big. Since this is your first time coming out here, you get to bring it back.
I get to walk it back. It's a pretty good walk.
That's pretty heavy.
We bring the python to the wildlife department. Then it's back to the edge of the glades for my second challenge, to catch another invasive species with a violent reputation.
The Everglades is a wild and dangerous place, but at the same time, it's a very fragile ecosystem. And there's one invasive predator fish that's on the verge of taking over. It's called the snakehead.
The snakehead was introduced here in Florida by the Asian community as a source of food because its meat is very popular in Asia. People also imported them as pets, then released them into Florida's freshwaters, where the fish is quickly spread. There are many species of snakehead, but the bullseye thrives best in Florida's climate and is the most dangerous to the local species. And to help me find this hyper-voracious fish, the Gladesmen put me in touch with one of the best snakehead fishermen in Florida, Corey Nowakowski.
Hey, Corey.
Hey, Cyril.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm pretty good. Pleasure meeting you. Hey,
Yeah.
for some reason, I could tell it was your house.
All the further back.
Corey's got the world record for bullseye snakehead.
Oh, man, this is it?
Yep, that is the record.
Unbelievable. How many pounds again?
14 pounds. Really? But they get very aggressive.
Corey explains that the snakehead has rows of super sharp teeth and that they're so voracious that they even attack large birds.
I've had them cough up the little babies.
The little baby ducks?
They even attack the big ones. We've seen them attack them, and we've seen them with missing legs. And I've even had it too. I was messing with one with the rod. I leaned over and it jumped completely out of the water. I couldn't believe it.
Man, I'm dying to catch one of these because they're super violent fish. They gotta be quite something at the end of the line. And look at the fangs in that fish's mouth. You definitely don't want to get bitten by one of those, you know, because that would do some serious damage on a finger or a hand.
Let's go give it a shot.
Let's go get it, man.
We're right on the edge of the Everglades, where the city meets the forest. Corey tells me that there are lots of snakeheads here, and that they are about to cross into the Everglades, which is why the law requires that if you catch one, you can't release it. We'll be using a big plastic lure shaped like a frog, with a small sinker in the front, because snakeheads either lurk on the bottom or hide under trees, ready to ambush passing prey.
These fish are hiding underneath the trees there in the shade. Not just snakehead, but bass, any kind of predator fish will have that behavior. Pike too, you know, like they'll take advantage of that light, so they'll be in the shade, and as soon as a bait fish comes into the light, boom, they'll take it. What do you think is the problem, in your opinion, of this fish spreading here in Florida?
Predator fish feeding on our native fish and other animals. So other snakeheads, they will eat just about anything.
One of the problems here in Florida is that all the bodies of water, they're pretty much all interconnected by a system of canals, pipes, sewage system, you name it. So fish can basically move from one body of water to the next. It's just a matter of time before they spread out of control, and that's exactly what's happening with the snakehead.
According to Corey, there are monsters here somewhere.
Gosh, what a bite! Wow. Wow. Oh yeah, that's a good fish for sure. Oh no!
Oh, got off.
Oh no, he got off! Oh, that was a big fish.
Yeah. He hit it hard though, huh?
He was rip and drag, huh? Close to 10 pounds, right?
Yeah, he may be, who knows, he may have been bigger. Yeah, definitely.
The fish that attacked my bait almost cut it in half. These fish are definitely super aggressive. It really hurts to have lost such a monster, but there's gotta be another one in this lake.
Alright. Good fish, man. A good fish.
Oh yeah.
Big snakehead.
Wow. Look at that spin, man.
How do we want to grab it?
I'll get it with these grips.
It's a big snakehead, and Corey's not gonna try grabbing it by hand. He knows how much damage this fish can do.
Oh, that's a nice fish. For sure, 9 pounds.
Probably,
Maybe 10?
Maybe 10.
Yes. My first snakehead, an invasive species right there. And I guess it's pretty obvious where they're called a snakehead. The head looks pretty much like a snake. My God, the teeth in that fish's mouth. Unbelievable. They have so much power, and I think that comes from the fact that between the dorsal fin here, the anal fin, and the caudal fin is just one solid fin. If this fish ever gets to the Everglades, they'll be pretty dramatic on the native species of the Everglades. Well, this fish is not gonna get released though. It's an invasive species, so they have to be kept.
I've passed the test.
Yeah, we need to give it a test.
Catch 2 invasive species, a python and a snakehead. Now my goal is to fish deep in the heart of the Everglades to see what kind of monsters I can find in this no man's land. And in the end, what I really want is to catch the ultimate Everglades predator, the bull shark. It's finally time to go fishing inside the Everglades. But before we do, we have to drop off some equipment at a camp. Nate's celebrating his birthday tonight, and it's up to us to catch dinner for all the guests.
Yeah, welcome to Old Glory Camp, Sarah.
This is beautiful.
Yeah,
Pretty neat out here, huh? Oh yeah, my gosh. In the middle of nowhere, in the Everglades. How cool is that?
Yeah,
This place is beautiful, and I'm looking forward to the party tonight. But right now, we gotta catch some big fish. They're hard to find, but I know there are huge bass out here, and the record is over 16 pounds. We're surrounded by predators here, and the guys tell me that snakeheads have been spotted here too. If that's true, it would be devastating for the Everglades.
They wipe out everything in the ecosystem that they are until it eventually becomes the point that the only reason they even survive is by eating each other.
Well, the best way to see if they're really here is to catch one.
These plastics aren't working out so well, man.
I think we should show him a secret bait.
I think, man, he'll never get it. Hey,
What do you think?
wanna guess
Wanna
what
see
a secret bait is?
What was that though?
You're never gonna guess.
Hot dogs? What do you mean? It's not a hot dog, it's bait.
That's better than gold out in the swamp, bro.
Really?
You can catch anything with that.
What?
Catching a snakehead with a hot dog, I have my doubts. But then,
No way. Yep. Fish on.
Oh, yeah. There he is.
Yep.
Get him.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big one. Is it a snakehead or is it a...
Snakehead?
Is it?
I can't tell. Looks like a snakehead or it might be a big bowfin.
Oh yeah.
Big bowfin.
It's a bowfin, right?
Yeah, big bowfin.
Yeah, I thought it was a snakehead.
That's what I thought too. Remember this?
Yeah, guys.
All right.
this fish is a predator, but at least it's native to here.
It's easy, an 8-pounder.
I still have to pay really close attention to its mouth though, because like the snakehead, they have serious teeth.
Oh, look at him.
Oh my God, that's a good looking fish, man.
They're a great fighter, but don't get your hands near their mouth.
Yes, a bowfin. That's a pretty cool looking fish. Now you understand why a lot of people get confused, you know, when catching bowfin in the Everglades. They think it's a snakehead because it really looks like a snakehead in a way. You know, it's an elongated fish. And the main difference between a bowfin and a snakehead is that on the snakehead, there's a very long anal fin here that goes from basically here all the way to the tail. Is that what you're here for? You want to eat that fish, huh?
They're used to watching people fish.
Yeah, huh? So they know that this fish is going to go back in the water eventually.
Yeah.
I always kiss my fish, man. I love them.
The guys now want to catch dinner for the party tonight, and I still haven't caught a monster fish.
Trey, what's up, buddy? Yeah, we could head over there. What do you guys got, a gator?
Well, it looks like our fishing plans will have to wait. An alligator has wandered out of the wild and is terrorizing a trailer park.
Where is it? Do you know?
Apparently, Trey, the guy we caught the python with, needs our help to capture the alligator.
Yep, we're gonna have to do this fast. If we see it, we gotta get it before it can take somebody's dog.
Where is it at?
Oh,
That's your property here?
You want to be a Gladesmen, man? This is how you do it.
What do I do?
Just follow me, stay with me. Once I hit the alligator, I want you to go ahead and jump on it. Right behind me, I'm gonna need your weight to get it down. This one's kind of big.
Okay.
Well, it looks like we're just gonna go for it, Gladesmen style.
He doesn't look happy to see you, man.
So jump on the back, right behind you. Yep, right behind me.
I gotta grab this gator with him. That's what Gladesmen do.
Trey has to close the alligator's mouth before we jump on its back. But the alligator doesn't feel like it.
Yourself, man.
I didn't do much to catch it, but now we have to tape its mouth a nice shut to be able to control it and calm it down.
Put a couple rows of tape right here. All right. Up there, yep. Right now it only has sound. It doesn't understand what's happening. It knows there's pressure on it. It knows it can't open its eyes. It knows it can't open its mouth, but it just doesn't understand why.
Good job, Cyril.
Well, I didn't do much, man. He did all the work. Do I deserve one of those yet?
I don't know about that. You gotta catch a few more gators before that. Got him on back.
All right.
The park.
Nice. Good job, man.
Yeah, brother.
I think I know what a gator was here. Felt like a little bit of a duck meat. Pretty close call for you, buddy.
We've lost a lot of time, and we still haven't caught a monster fish or anything for dinner tonight.
There's a good one. That's a good one.
Get him, get him, get him.
Oh, there he is. Got him. Oh, nice. Nice fish.
All right. That's a little guy.
That's not exactly a monster fish.
It's a bass. That's the icebreaker. Baby guy.
This bass is far from a 16-pound monster, and it's too small to keep. The day's almost over, and we really need to catch fish for dinner. But the boys can't resist giving me another challenge.
Cyril, you want to draw this thing?
The airboat? Can I do it?
You want to try?
Yeah, actually, you know, it'd be...
It's not that difficult. Here's your steering.
Yeah?
You got a gas pedal just like a car. There is no brakes.
Well, if I crash, it can't be too bad, right? It's pretty shallow around
Get
here,
in the
right?
seat,
Yeah,
Captain.
it should be
You
pretty.
can flip over, though.
You can absolutely flip over.
All right, you guys ready?
I guess.
I guess. He's not sure anymore.
It's really cool that Corey trusts me enough to let me drive his boat. Well, maybe he doesn't completely trust me. As for Nate, he's pretty relaxed. Everything goes well until...
Stuck, man.
Ah, sorry, man.
It's like a suction cup down there.
Suction cup to the bottom.
I feel really bad about getting us stuck. So while the guys plan how to get the boat moving again, the least I can do is try to catch some fish for Nate's birthday party tonight.
Nice.
There you go.
These little bass.
Oh my gosh, I got a gator. It's a gator.
I can't believe it. The gator came out of nowhere and attacked the bass. Unreal.
The same thing happened to me in Brazil. Caimans there are really aggressive. They attack lures and even come right to the boat. The last time one attacked my lure, at least he got off the hook without a problem. But this time, we have to unhook the gator ourselves.
What's up with the gator?
And we're gonna try using a pole to do it.
Good job, man.
That's great. The alligator is released without the hook. But now, we're really late. We have to start catching fish for dinner. The guests are arriving, and there's nothing to eat. But first, we have to get the boat unstuck.
Yes. Knife in the Glades. Plus, it's not like there's gators all over the place here.
More and more guests are arriving, and I still haven't caught a monster fish. Everyone has arrived, and the party's starting without us. And without any food, we're really feeling the pressure to catch something here. We decide to give up on fish and go looking for frogs, for frog legs. Because it's not just alligators who love them. The locals do too. We've been searching for half an hour without seeing a single frog. But then...
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Gerald.
How you doing? I know that you guys are out here gigging for supper.
we run into Gerald, the owner of Old Glory Camp, and he invites me out frogging.
I'll tell you what, let's team up.
All right, we'll go catch tilapia. You take him, go frogging.
You guys follow.
And we'll eat.
Have us a real party.
This guy's a frogging machine, apparently. You know, he's got a huge reputation for being the best frogger out here. How many frogs have you caught in one night altogether?
599.
That's your record, right?
That's my record.
Any guest on Gerald's boat has to catch frogs, so he puts me to work right away. Since we have to catch food for the party, I'm beginning to feel the predator in me awaken. Let me tell you, we're far from catching monster bull sharks here, but it's still a lot of fun.
I kiss my fish usually, but normally I release them.
My girlfriends, I kiss them and release them.
Alligators are hyperactive at night, and it's their favorite time to hunt. And of course, now Gerald tells me that to be a true Gladesman, I have to be able to catch a frog by hand.
And now I gotta go to a party.
We're back at camp for Nate's party, and everyone's pretty happy since we cut their fill of frog legs. I think I'm really part of the Gladesmen clan now.
Hey, my friend. How you doing?
Everyone's hungry. It's time to cook the frog legs. Gerald prepares them breaded and deep fried. And let me tell you, they're delicious.
If you're man enough,
I gotta drink that.
be careful.
I'm definitely part of the family now. Gerald just pulled out his house specialty.
Moonshine. This is good, man. We gotta share this.
That's awesome.
It's called Foggy Morning. I know why.
I didn't get a lot of sleep last night between the frog gigging and the party, but if there's one thing I haven't been able to do so far is to catch a big bass. And Gerald was telling me that this Gladesman I'm about to meet, he knows some really, really good spots. The only problem is it's really far, really remote, and it's infested with alligators.
This is my last mission in the interior of the Everglades. Next, I'll head out for the ultimate predator in the mangroves found at the edge of the glades, the bull shark.
Hello? You must be Marshall, huh?
It's me.
Cyril, nice to meet you.
You've been, how many generations have you been living here, like in the Everglades?
We've been here for 5 generations. My family's been in this home for 83 years now.
Wow. Who's that?
This is our friend Joe. When my mother was a teenager, her and Joe formed a relationship. She was able to actually jump in the canal and ride on his back.
He was part of the family.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because Marshall's secret fishing spot is infested with alligators, he gives me a few tips for my safety.
Alligators have the strongest bite force in Mother Nature. Some people say an alligator can't bite you under the water. That's completely false.
They can't.
We have a healthy respect for the alligators, but they're more afraid of us than we are of them.
Right.
And if you would like to earn a rite of passage to go fishing with me, I have a task for you.
Really, eh?
Marshall's kids spend their days swimming in a canal. The rule is that if they see an alligator diving in the water, it's time to get out quickly. American alligators can grow up to 15 feet long, and I've got to swim with them if I want Marshall to show me a secret fishing spot.
Who usually gets bit first? The one that leads or the one in the back?
Well, I guess that really depends. Normally, nobody gets attacked.
I love the normally part. Check this out. There's 4 alligators right in front of us. You see the heads popping up at the surface over there? Just like he says, though, you know, like he grew up swimming around here.
Look, just ahead of us, there's 2 more.
Yeah, there's 2 more right there, huh?
There's one on the bank right here.
Oh, there's one there. Oh, yeah, that's a big one, too. What tells you that an alligator might be aggressive? Is there a sign?
They'll exhale out of their nostrils very loud, make almost like a hissing sound, and then they'll lunge.
Suddenly, a huge alligator lunges towards us.
That's all you gotta do if you want to spook them.
You just make a lot of noise, right?
You make yourself look big.
Okay.
There are alligators all around us, and we have to be very careful not to provoke them. I can't believe it. I'm swimming within 3 feet of a wild alligator. As Marshall says, they're more afraid of us than we are of them. I passed the test.
We should probably get out because we don't want to stress the animals.
No, for sure. I agree.
All right, swimming with gators. Check.
Now, it's time for some serious fishing. And for that, we're going deeper into the Everglades than I've ever been before. In some places, there's so much grass that I can't even see the water. It's amazing. I have the impression of driving on a road instead of being on a boat. Marshall must be one of the few people to venture out here.
Welcome to the promised land.
Man, this looks good. That looks like an awesome bass.
Man, God, there's got to be a lot of bass in here. That's the perfect habitat for larger, you know?
It's not just perfect for bass, but also for alligators.
Look at that in the distance. 1, 2, 3, 4 gators. There's one there swimming, one big gator right there on the bank. Must be tough being a bass around here.
Watch.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
That's a good fish. Oh, that's a real good fish.
Yeah, it's a nice bass. All right, fish on.
That's a nice fish, Cyril.
It's not bad. Oh, whoa.
Good
See ya, buddy.
Man.
All right, first bass. Not very big, but it's gonna get better from there on.
All right, Cyril, this is it.
This is what?
Where we separate the boys from the Gladesmen.
What do you mean?
Well, this is where you and I get off the boat into the gator's habitat.
Like you want to go fish in the water?
Absolutely.
You're going by yourself.
I'll lead the way.
He wants to go wade in the water when this place is infested with alligators.
Cyril?
Yeah.
Coming with me?
Guess so, man.
It's now or never.
All right, why not?
I've already swam with gators, but wading with them while catching fish might be pushing my luck. I just stepped on a fish. Luckily, it wasn't a gator.
That is brilliant, man. Wading in the water when there's gators everywhere in the water. There was a gator right here like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
Not even. And it was big, too.
On foot, it's pretty easy to sneak up on the fish. And the gators, too.
Yeah, something big was right behind you.
Yep. Oh, big fish, big fish. Stuck in the tree in the lily pads, though. I'm getting this fish, man. There's no way we're leaving this fish behind.
You want to hold the rod?
Hold tension on the pole for you.
It's fine with gators, you think, yeah?
That one's getting too close for comfort. Maybe it's not safe enough for us to be here.
There's no way I'm leaving this fish. It's good fish.
He's down about 2 feet under the water. He's like armpit deep under the water. You see him?
I have to be quick. The fish on my line is attracting an alligator.
Got him?
Almost.
All right. Yeah!
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
You never leave a fish behind, right? Nice Everglades bass. I thought it was much bigger than this, but still, it's a nice fish.
It's a really good bass, but not the monster I was hoping for. I gotta say though, with all the gators around, it's definitely a fish I'll never forget. Now that I've been deep in the heart of the Everglades, I set out to the west coast, at the edge of the Gulf of Mexico.
That's it. I finally reached the coast, where the fresh water of the Everglades meets the salt water of the Gulf of Mexico, and where all kinds of predator fish can be found. And at the top of them all, the bull shark.
I want to go kayak fishing in an area called the 10,000 Islands, but it's a huge wild maze, and without the help of a local, honestly, it's almost certain I'd get lost in there. So I'm meeting a pretty notorious ex-fisherman who knows all the secrets of these islands, and not only thanks to fishing.
Give us a drink, please. And the Daniels family is one of the first families here. I said I was 10 generations.
Really?
That's it.
You used to run the town here, huh?
Well, yes, pretty much we did. We used to run the area at night. Most people couldn't. It's pretty much of a maze. Go one wrong turn, you wind up out in the trees, and you don't want to run aground with blue lights behind you.
Wow. But DEA must have been after you, no?
Well, DA, everybody was after us.
In the 1970s, the Everglades was the hub of marijuana trafficking in the United States. Kent Randall Daniels, with other members of his family, was among the biggest and most wanted drug traffickers.
I was out commercial fishing one night, mullet fishing, but a man approached me and said, I need your boat. And I said, I kind of need it too to make a living. I've got to have fish at the fish house in the morning. I got to have money. And he said, come with me. He said, you'll have money. So I went with him. And heck, $50,000 or $60,000 a night didn't sound bad.
$50,000, $60,000? How many years did you do in jail?
Federal, I've done 4 years. Altogether, I've done 11 years.
It's a lot of time away. Man, this guy sounds like a script from a Hollywood movie. Anybody that got fed to the Crocs back then? Or the Gators?
Ex-wife, mother-in-laws.
Ken says he often raced through these channels at over 60 miles an hour in order to evade the police. Just slightly faster than me in my kayak. Ken dropped me off deep in the 10,000 Islands. And let me tell you, this place is really wild. And there's not only alligators and crocodiles here, but also all kinds of sharks. I really like this spot. The tide is going out, and it's creating a current around the mangroves. There's gotta be predators around here.
Fish on.
I have a good fish on the line, and it's a shark.
Oh, it's a nurse shark.
But even though it's not huge, the problem is that to unhook it, I have to bring it on board. It's not a big bull shark, but I still need to be careful with this nurse shark. Their mouths are full of small but sharp teeth, and they have especially powerful jaws to break the shells of crabs and lobsters. I just really don't want to capsize. I know there are monster bull sharks around here.
Yes.
It's not a huge shark, but clearly it can still hurt you.
Little nurse shark from a kayak. How cool is that? Those fish, they're sharks, but they don't have teeth like sharks per se. They have a lot of power though in the mouth, you know, because that's what they're made for. You know, that mouth is designed to crush shells, crabs, anything they can find on the bottom, even fish, and just crush them and swallow them whole. You know, so if you put your fingers in there, they'll just crush your fingers. All right, bye, buddy.
That was a nice small nurse shark, but it's still far from the big bull shark I'm after.
Yes, but I think that's as big of a fish as I can land on this kayak, without flipping over.
After hours in the mangrove maze, I managed to find my way out, and I finally found myself at sea on the Gulf of Mexico. But I still have to find the top link in the food chain, the bull shark. A few months ago, I came to Florida to catch sharks on a medical mission to help shark bite victims. My goal was to collect bacteria from sharks' mouths, and the only species I didn't manage to catch was the bull shark.
The bull sharks just did not show themselves.
But at least, I caught the notorious black-tip shark that the researchers wanted most of all.
Good job. Good swab.
Hopefully this time, I'll catch a big bull shark here on the coast of the Everglades. And for that, I'm getting help from a local fisherman, Derek, who really knows the spots for sharks.
Hey, Derek.
Hey, Cyril, how
you doing, man?
Good.
Good to see you. All right, so here you're the shark guy, huh?
Yes, sir.
I want to finish this trip with the ultimate predator of the Everglades.
I can put you on.
Really?
Yes, sir. They're coming in to spawn, and they're thick.
We stop at the border of the Everglades. The plan is to move up the food chain, starting with small bait that will help us catch bigger bait, and finally, catch sharks. Under the boat is a large wreck in 30 feet of water, and according to Derek, it's home to big predators.
Barracudas here.
Man, there's some big fish out here. the size of that barracuda right there.
This spot is definitely full of marine life. We even get a visit from a turtle that takes a gulp of air before returning to hide in the wreck below. There are huge sharks around here, and to catch them, the ideal bait would be a small jack crevalle.
Fish on! All right, man. Fish on!
I just had to show you how to do it.
Fish on!
Derek gets the first bite, but just a bite.
Oh, you got all.
Now I gotta show you how to land a fish.
Oh, man.
Let me show you how it's done. Oh, bull shark, big bull shark. Big bull. You saw him?
Yep. Huge.
That's a huge bull right there.
A big bull shark just chased my jack. It's confirmed. They're here.
So this is how you land a fish, man. You just work it slow and eventually bring it to the boat. I'm telling you, we're working up the food chain. The food chain is, the whole food chain is down there.
Yes, sir.
There's a big bull.
Boy, you don't want to fall overboard here.
No. Be dead.
They'll eat you.
We now have bait, so I'm ready to tackle the last link in the food chain. But for that, I need to tie a super strong leader, especially since the shark I just saw was over 8 feet long.
You need to get that thing rigged and catch one of them.
I'm working on it, man.
You need to hurry up.
I gotta keep my finger on that trigger here because I'm using a J hook, so as soon as I feel the bite, I have to set the hook so that the fish doesn't have time to swallow the hook and get gut hooked. I don't want that to happen, so.
Should bite. I hope so. Can't hardly get them in.
There we go.
I have a monster fish on the line, but it's not a shark.
It's a Kayak that took this fish right into the wreck. Oh, in the wreck. Damn it.
It's impossible to get this fish out. It's way too deep in the wreck.
If that was me, I'd have put that fish in the boat. Come on, get him. Oh, man.
All right.
Pulling a huge fish out of a structure is almost impossible. And I can tell you that, because I've tried it before.
Man, some big fish down there. Woo. Broke him off.
And now, I'm right back to square one.
Cyril.
Yeah?
Let's get your rig back, man.
Oh, you want to go with a rope?
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and get it back. You want to?
That hurts, man. I've been there before. Oh, no. Not this thing again. I can tell you, I've been there before. I know it hurts.
Yeah. Stop it. Yeah. All right. Stop. You got him. Okay, let's get some line back, man.
It might be brutal on the hands, but it works. We barely drop the line in the water, and a Goliath grouper takes our bait.
You got it. Whoa. Watch out.
Oh my God! I can see it.
Yes, sir!
You think you were gonna get away with a stop? Our rigs there? That's mine.
Y'all.
This is great. The fish is free from the hook, and I got my rig back.
The same fish came back for the bait. They don't care. That
No,
just
they
to
don't
show you, they
care.
really
Exactly.
don't care.
Now, it's time to catch a huge bull shark.
Oh, that's a shark.
Sure it's a shark?
Yep.
With the big head shakes I'm feeling, there's no doubt it's a shark.
I think that's the monster you're looking for, buddy.
All bruised up tonight.
It's a big bull shark. Exactly what I came here for.
He ain't a small one now. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Gosh, look at the monster fish down there.
The fight has attracted some massive Goliath groupers that are almost as big as the shark.
Goliath there. Goliath there.
This shark is really big, close to 9 feet long, and I've almost got it to the boat.
Yeah, hook popped out. Man, did you see the size of that shark? That must have been a 9-foot shark, 9-foot bull shark. I want to catch one of those. I think it's thick with Goliath grouper in the wreck down there. So if we want to catch a shark, we're gonna have to move up that wreck a little bit, because Goliath grouper, they usually stay within the wreck, or they don't go far at all from it. Whereas shark, they can circle around it, and it's, you know, quite a distance away from the wreck. So
If we want to stay away from the Goliath grouper, we'd better move off of it.
We have to get away from the wreck, but we've got a problem.
The anchor is stuck in the wreck.
Derek doesn't want to lose his anchor, so he hits the gas to try to pull it free. I head to the stern because I'm worried that the cleat might explode.
That's a pretty good rope you got.
Derek gives it full power, hoping to pull the anchor free. But instead, the rope breaks. We just lost the anchor, but we don't have time to waste. I have to put my line in the water right away before the boat drifts too far from the wreck.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yep. There we go.
I just got a massive hit.
Big fish. Shark?
And the way it's fighting, it feels like a shark.
Oh, no, it's still on. Yeah, shark. Shark. All right, shark on. Oh, yeah, big bull right here.
This shark is really powerful, and it's taking a lot of line.
All right, we got a bull on. We're on to a big fish. Oh, yeah! Yeah, man.
Yes, sir! Woo! Good shark right there.
Think so, huh? The Goliath grouper goes straight down to the wreck. The shark runs. Give me quite an impressive run, this fish. Hey, Derek, you ready to net him?
Yeah! Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna work.
This shark is putting up a real fight.
Hey, look at this shark. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You need to start pumping iron, man, or something.
I finally managed to get the shark to the boat. This has been my goal since I arrived in the Everglades.
This shark is bigger.
He is bigger, longer.
That's a solid 8 for sure, huh?
Yeah.
All right, here's the top predator of the Everglades, right here, the bull shark. We caught this guy in the salt water. We're still in the Everglades, but it's in the ocean. But these guys, they go up the freshwater rivers of the Everglades and a lot of parts in the world, and they breed, and then they go back to the ocean where they spend the majority of their times, their lives.
Let me tell you, I'm really happy to have finally caught this big bull shark.
Good job, man. Yeah. All right, he's good. All right, see you, buddy.
Woo!
My gosh.
Good job,
yeah, man. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, and I need to get like you, man. You would have pulled the shark.
Oh, yeah, without a problem.
1 minute. Hook set on the boat.
Sit there and play with him for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I traveled through the heart of the Everglades to live the Gladesmen experience. I met some really cool people here. And I also caught some local and even invasive species. And I gained more respect for this fragile ecosystem that is the Everglades. These guys are really intense, and I had to pass several tests to become accepted by these purists. It was pretty extreme, but I can tell you, it was worth it. And what's more,
Hey, look at this shark.
I finally caught a big bull shark.
See you, buddy. Woo! Now what? Now we're gonna go drink some beer.
Sounds good to me.
We're wrapping our microphones in condoms to be able to get deeper in the water.